it was for the first time to even hear the name Mandela.
Wow.
You know, so when we saw people running, marching, we were asking where are we going. They saying, no, we're going to see Mandela. So when he came out, he went to one of the stadiums in Soweto, which is known as Jabulani Amphitheatre. That's where he went to address the people of Soweto. You know, and the excitement in people's faces to see him out and addressing people, you know, being there. And now, that's when we only saw his photo to see him, because we even asked, who is this man? Why are we only knowing about him now? So now then the story was told that it was banned. Anything that had Mandela in it was not supposed to be shown anywhere in public. His name, his photo, you were not supposed to even talk about him. You know, so that's why we only heard about him in 1990 when he was released. And then that's when again we learned a lot about him, you know, to know who he was and why was he kept in prison for so long. It was only then when we learned about that. You know, so when I was growing up, you know, we would just see things happening but not understanding. You know, we didn't even know why people were marching, you know, during those times when they were marching against this and that, you know. Until now, we got to understand. But with us, we never given the opportunity to learn about this South African history in schools. It was only the new generation now. They are the ones that, you know, they learn now about South African history as part of their syllabus in schools. The Hector Peterson uprisings of 1976 is part of their syllabus. Today's day is part of their syllabus. You know, so they're learning mainly, and it starts as early as grade 5, from the 5th grade. They're learning about Mandela, they're learning about everything that happened, to a point where on the month of June, we get a lot of young people from all over the country coming to the Hector Peterson Memorial to learn about what happened in 1976. And even at the Apartheid Museum, they come in numbers as well, school kids, to learn about the uprisings of 1970. If you've seen those booklets that you were given, they are written the 9th grade, which is a booklet that can be read by everyone, you know. So at the museum, they have it in different grades, so that they are able to accommodate, you know, all age groups. And it gives more a summary and a clear summary to the younger generation. So, and then we have the ones that were born in the 90s. They are referred to as the born frees. The born frees. So they are the ones that are only learning about the South African history now. And we have the ones that were born in the 80s who partly experienced part of the apartheid system. You know, but now, you know, the nice part about it is that you manage to see before and now, so you can tell the difference between the two. You know, so it's all I can say is that, you know, South Africans we are a forgiving nation. No, we don't forget, but we do forgive. Yes. And we move on, which is exactly what Archbishop Desmond Tutu was mainly pushing. As they started with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which was led by Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Mr. Mandela appointed Archbishop Desmond Tutu to be the one leading that, because his aim was to say, let's forgive and move on. So the main aim of the TRC was to bring forward all the perpetrators to come and, you know, and confess and say, this is what I did, so that some families can find closure, you know, those missing young people that were never seen till this day, so that their families can find closure. But no one came in, no one came out to say, I was part of the 1976 uprisings, I was one of the policemen who was shooting at the young people. No one came. That's why it only lasted for a year, 1995 to 1996. So we still have the families that never found closure. But still in that situation, they're still, you know, moving on. You know, when I related the story of Mbuyisa Makubu, the man who's on the photo carrying the body of Hector Peterson, you know, their family never, you know, gave up. They continued to search until they found the man, you know, with the help of the government. But now they didn't want to publicize it yet until they were sure that it was him.